My name is Greg King. I will be your MC for this Court of Honor. I'm with an Assistant Scoutmaster with Troop 800 here in Chula Vista, California. I'm honored to be here today to present Paul Anthony Ruiz with the rank of Eagle Scout.
Loving Creator, we gather here surrounded by your beauty, mindful of your presence, and deeply grateful for the many ways you are apparent in the life of our friend, brother, son, Paul Ruiz. You have called him by name. You have given to him gifts of strength and persistence, vision and fortitude, leadership and good humor. With those gifts, he has fashioned himself into an Eagle Scout. Today we celebrate with him, O God. Today we thank you for all your good work through Paul's life, and we look forward to seeing where the two of you will travel in the future. Offer to Paul this day, O God, and to his family and friends, your deep joy and your abiding calm. We pray in the spirit of life itself. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Russell Jantz will give a brief history about Scouts.
The BSA provides a program for young people that builds character, trains them in the responsibilities of participating, citizenship, and develops personal fitness. For more than a century, the BSA has helped build the future leaders of this country by combining educational activities and lifelong values with fun. Since Arthur Eldred became the first Eagle Scout in 1912, the rank has represented a milestone of accomplishment, perhaps without equal, that is recognized across the country and even throughout the world. Eagle Scout is not just an award. This is a state of being. Those who earned it as boys continue to earn it every day as men. That is why an Eagle Scout is an Eagle Scout, not was.
From astronauts to NFL players to political figures, we can look back at some of our most famous and influential people and now add Paul Ruiz to the ranks of an Eagle Scout. Paul, today you join the ranks of some of our country's most highly regarded and recognized people. Following are just a few of our nation's proud Eagle Scouts. Gerald Ford, 38th President of the United States of America, the only president to make the rank of Eagle Scout. Neil Armstrong, astronaut and first man to walk on the moon, one of 39 astronauts to become an Eagle Scout. Sam Walton, founder of Walmart and family heir who gave Olive Gardens to National City, California. The list of Eagle Scouts is long, but now you stand amongst some of history's great. Go forth and write your own history.
Just over 2 million boys have reached Eagle Scout in 100 years. Currently, around 4 of every 100 boys that join Scouts makes Eagle. That's less than 1% of the whole male population. Be proud of your accomplishments, but know your task has just begun.
Today, you soar. Like the grand eagle, you spread your wings and put forth the effort to do great things. Looking skyward, you dare to challenge the wind, harnessing power to let you ascend. With an eye on the goal, fixed in flight, you climb to an impressive height. Undaunted by gusts and unkind gales, you never gave up and would not fail. So now you've reached where few even try, as the eagle high in a glorious sky. Not superior, but grand. Not proud, but sure. Not a cub, wolf, or bear, but an eagle pure. Today you soar.
Receiving the eagle on your chest is just a beginning. This is the beginning of a life as an Eagle Scout. And what's more important, what you have inside you as an eagle, what you will carry with you. Putting Eagle Scout on your resume and on your college application is a remarkable achievement. All those things in scouting, all those meetings, all those merit badges you earned, those campouts, those hikes, the national and world jamborees you went to, all those values now become a part of you. I wish you a good beginning, Eagle Paul. And now I'd like to bring up Scoutmaster of Troop 800, Mr. Alex Conan. And he's going to continue the ceremony.
You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you are expected to exemplify in your daily life the high principles and values expressed in the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. You have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to your God, to your country, to your fellow Scouts, and to all other human beings. As an Eagle Scout, you will champion to other Scouts and be an example to your community. Remember, your actions will be more conspicuous. People will expect more of you. It is your responsibility to maintain the high regard that all Americans have for Eagle Scouts. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold with a high level of service to God and to your fellow human beings. Build America on the solid foundations of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence to God. Then, whatever others may do, you leave behind you a record which you may justly be proud. The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. To be an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of all character. He knows that a Scout is trustworthy. It is the first point of the Scout Law for good reason. An Eagle Scout lives honorably, not just because honor is important to him, but because it is the vital significance of the example he sets for other Scouts. May the white color of the Eagle Badge remind you to always live with honor.
The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. A Scout is true to his family, Scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. His loyalty to his troop and brothers Scouts makes him pitch in and carry his share of the load. All of these help to build the loyalty, which means devotion to community, to country, to one's own ideals, and to God. Let the blue of the Eagle Badge always inspire your loyalty.
The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality by which men measure themselves and others. To a Scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for the right. Trusting in God, with faith in his fellow man, he looks forward to each day, seeking his share of the world's work to do. Let the red of the Eagle Scout badge remind you always of courage.
The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful, to remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile. The red, the white, and the blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the second-class Scout, which has its ends turned up in a smile.
The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle Scout extends a helping hand to those who still toil up Scouting trail, just as others helped him on his climb to Eagle. The performance of a daily turn makes a new meaning when he enters a more adult life of continuing service to others. The Eagle stands as a protector of the weak and helpless. He aids and comforts the unfortunate and oppressed. He upholds the right of others while defending his own. He will always be prepared to put forth his best.
I, Paul Ruiz,
Affirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
affirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I will do my best
I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
and my status
and my status
and my influence
and my influence
count strongly for better scouting,
count strongly for better scouting
and better citizenship in my troop,
and better citizenship in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contact with other people.
and in my contact with other people.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Paul, I charge you to enter this Eagle Scout brotherhood, holding ever before you, without reservation, the ideals of honor and service. By the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you an Eagle Scout. Ladies and gentlemen, Scouts and Scouters, friends, I present to you Eagle Scout Paul Anthony Ruiz. And now Paul will say a few words.
All right, so first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming to my Eagle Court of Honor today. Today is a special day not only for myself, but for anyone who has seen me go from the young boy with nothing but a dream. I joined Pack 151, where I went from Tiger to Wolf, Bear, Weeble as 1 and 2, and my first year of Boy Scouts. In Troop 151, I attended a camporee, which was where I met a man that was bigger than life, Mr. Conan. Mr. Conan has been one of the driving forces in me making Eagle. I'd like to present my first mentor pin to Mr. Conan for all that he's done for me. It's not really an exaggeration if it's true.
Right, that's true. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Usually Boy Scouts only get to give one mentor pin, but if I had to choose just one, I really would choose to give none because there are a few that have been really influential in me making Eagle. Now, Grandpa, in 2008 on Thanksgiving, you brought up going to China, and I asked if I could go, and with many fears my parents let me travel to the other side of the world, and I'm extremely grateful for that opportunity. The following year, we went to Peru, hiked the Inca Trail with my father, then the National Jamboree, then World Jamboree, and most recently to Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and back home. Now, you've not only helped me make Eagle, but you've helped plenty others obtain merit badges and whatnot. You've always been there since day one, and I'd like to give you a mentor pin. Thank you. Moving on, I have two more. The next is my father. Throughout my life, you've given me nothing other than unconditional love and support. And I couldn't ask for any more than that. So I'd like to give you a pin, and I just want to say thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
My fourth and final mentor pin, and I hope she doesn't cry when I give it to her, but it's my mom. In Scouts, you made sure that I stay active, and really, you were one of the biggest driving forces. You were the backbone in this whole operation. Thank you for everything. I love you.
I love you too.
I hope so.
Paul, we have watched you grow from a young chubby-cheeked boy into a fine young man. We are beaming with pride. We have waited eagerly for this day for 7 years. Scouting, high and above, has been some of the best times of our lives. We thank everyone for being here today, some traveling from near and far to be here to help us celebrate this huge accomplishment. A huge thank you to Mr. Conan, Scoutmaster, Sergio Oliveras, Greg King, George Hyde, and Tom Davies, Assistant Scoutmasters, for giving so selflessly of your time, energy, and wisdom. The Eagle by Emily M. Paris. The eagle is a magnificent bird who soars with graceful ease. He's a symbol of our heritage as he glides upon the breeze. He's a symbol of our freedom in his soaring boundless flight, a beacon for humanity and a splendid noble sight. His huge wingspan maneuvers him in boundless soaring flight. O eagle in your majesty, may we follow you tonight. May we soar like eagles on the wings of dreams composed of light. O eagle in your splendor, may we follow you tonight. Paul, you make us proud every single day.
Diana, come here.
Come on, Diana. Come on up.
How fortunate Paul was to join Troop 800 as you took over as Scoutmaster, and how lucky to have you as Scoutmaster as he made his last dash toward becoming an Eagle Scout. I want to thank Mr. Conan, and I've asked Paul to present him with a small medallion commemorating the 100th anniversary of Scouting in 2010. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. This is really cool. Thank you.
In Scouting, we earn a lot of badges. One of the most important ones is the second class badge, the basic foundation of the whole Scouting program. Be prepared. The Scouting program is preparing our youth to be able to go out and live their life. You look at the Eagle badge. On the top is that their second class badge that says be prepared, and below it is suspended the eagle. Without being prepared, there is no eagle. So to Paul and all the young men out here, I give you the opportunity to go from be prepared to lead the adventure. Thank you. There you go. Lead the adventure. Thank you.
We do have a very special guest. His name is Albert Mendeville.
I am very humbled, very, very humbled. And I want to say to Paul, you are very blessed. You are so blessed to have the parents and the grandparents and support system that you have. So I just want to say congratulations on behalf of the City Council and National City, and thank you for inviting me.